Honorable Chief Justice NV Ramana, who has been appointed as the 48th Chief Justice of India. Today we are going to talk about him, life story, and what we get to learn from Honorable Justice NV Ramana as lawyers and law students. Guys, if you do not know, he's a first generation lawyer. That means that no one in his family was a lawyer. He's the first lawyer from his family. So we get to learn a lot from him, not only because he's a first generation lawyer, but also he is the Chief Justice of India, and we know that he has done a lot of things right, and we can learn a lot from him, not only as law students and lawyers, but if you are a law entrance aspirant, you should watch this video because he has set an example. He can be taken as an inspiration by all of us, has set aside a lot of myths that are there around litigation. So yeah, let's get into this video. And yeah guys, welcome to Law Giri. I hope you're subscribed to Law Giri's YouTube channel and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss any of our videos. And I hope you're following us on Instagram. We're there by the name at I am Law Giri. We do pretty motivational stuff out there. If you want to stay happy, if you want to stay motivated, and if you want to stay connected a little more with Law Giri, then do follow us on Instagram. Born in a village in Andhra Pradesh. So he was born in a village in Andhra Pradesh. A lot of you message me every now and then and आप मुझे बोलते हो कि मैम, I'm from a small city, I'm from a small village, how can I do it? Is it possible? I do not have the right kind of exposure. Guys, remember one thing, it is not necessary that if you're born in a city, then only you can do great things. Not at all. It completely depends on you. I'm not saying that if you are not from city, things are going to be easy for you, or it is easier for city children or city people to get success easily. It is just that they have resources which are easily available to them, right, if they want to do. But if you are from a village and if you want to do great things, it takes courage. It takes hard work and strong willpower to learn, overcome hurdles, and achieve what you want to achieve in life. Yes, you have to learn. You need to be a learner for life if you want to achieve great things in your life. And there are going to be problems. ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी के भी life में problems नहीं आते. It is just that a person who is successful knows how to handle problems or never gave up when he or she was in a problem. Right? तो अगर आप एक छोटे शहर को belong करते हो तो कभी ये मत सोचना कि यार मैं बड़े शहर में जाऊंगा या जाऊंगी तो कैसे सब कुछ होगा. You are going to learn everything. It's okay. Never be courageous. Never fall down in your own eyes just because you do not know things. Eventually they also learn from someone and you are going to learn as well. Born to family of farmers. So the next big myth that runs around litigation या कोर्ट में जो प्रैक्टिस करना होता है उसके बारे में जो सबसे बड़ी चीज़ कहा जाता है कि अगर आपकी फैमिली में आपके फादर मदर या ग्रैंडफादर या ग्रैंड मदर लॉयर हैं तभी आपको कोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस करने चाहिए. देन ओनली यू शुड गो एंड प्रैक्टिस इन द कोर्ट, अदरवाइज यू शुड नॉट. He was born to a family of farmers and he is the Chief Justice of India. That speaks volumes. Now I'm not saying that it is going to be easy for you. It is difficult for everyone, but yeah, for you it is going to be difficult because no one is there to guide you. No one is there to tell you, okay, ऐसे कर लो या वैसे कर लो. You have to build everything from scratch. Yes, it is difficult, but if you want to achieve anything in life and if you want to do things that you want to do, if you have an aim in your life, and it is not necessary that your family or your father or mother should be in that line, in that field already, and then only you want to join that. If you want to do something different in your life, then obviously, be it any field, be it law, computer science, anything, any, you have to work hard. You have to find your own way, and that is difficult, right? So you need to, again, it comes on your determination and strong willpower. But if you have a strong willpower, I want to give you one advice, that when you go to the courts, you are going to meet people who are going to, lawyers, who are going to tell you, oh, you're not from a family of lawyers, how are you going to survive? And you are going to get into that fear that, oh, how am I going to survive? Believe you me, if you have faith, if you have belief in yourself and faith, and I always say that I always believed that things are going to work in my favor when I joined litigation, and they did work in my favor. There were days when I wouldn't get cases and I would be like, how would I survive the next month? But I got cases. I don't know how, but I used to get cases. And even today, in these hard times, I would always stay positive and I do get cases. And it can work for you too. So number one, I always believe in my ability. I always tell myself that yes, I can research. Yes, I can draft a good petition. Yes, I can argue my best. But I also need to believe in that universal power wherein, yes, things are going to work in my favor. And that is what I'm teaching you, that you need to believe in yourself. I don't know why it is hard to do that, but yeah, believing in yourself is very important. If you believe in yourself, you can do what you want to do in your life. You can be the most successful person ever. So yeah, that's what we get to learn. So fought for civil liberties during the emergency and lost in academic. Honorable Justice Ramana also participated in the Jai Andhra movement for a separate Andhra state in the 1970s because of the alleged injustices meted out to the people of coastal and Rayalaseema regions. Right? So he is a human rights activist. Now, what we get to learn, I'm not saying that you become a human rights activist. If you want to, you can, but you need to be a part of a community. You need to be part of different groups in the area you want to practice, because that is why I tell you that, join the best law school that you can, so that you meet the best people, you meet the next generation good lawyers, right? That is why I tell you, okay, go for internships, different internships, so that you meet more and more people. I tell you, okay, participate in extracurricular activities, go for moot courts as law students, and as lawyers, be part of groups and communities, because you need to be part of those groups and communities from wherein you can get cases. It can be a political group, it can be a club wherein, industrialists or business people come and meet, or people from different, professionals sit together, discuss their problems. There's so many groups these days that can be found in your city, because the communities, people are building strong communities, and you can be a part of them and you can grow professionally. So being part of a community is very important. It can be any community, the type that you love, but it should be a community wherein you can, from wherein you think that you can get cases, or they are in need of a legal opinion, right? So such communities always help you in growing. And if you see that most of the lawyers who've grown, they are part of some or the other community or group, right? So that is one thing that you need to do. And also, if he is a human rights activist, that means that he is good with thoughts, he is good with persuading people, to convincing people to do something, or to agree to one point. So and he also has the ability to work in a team, because as a human rights activist, you cannot work alone. You need to take your group with you. That is what we get to learn from him. Worked as a journalist for the regional newspaper for 2 years. Right now, there are a lot of people who come to me and say that, can we do law after this profession? Yes, you can do law after any profession. That's the beauty of law, that people of any age from any field can come and take their degree of law and join litigation. Next, we also get to know that he is good with writing and also networking, because if you're a journalist, you tend to meet so many people. A lot of people in the city from all professions, every profession. So that again helps you in growing. So networking is very important. That is what we get to know. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, before you do law, you should do journalism and be a journalist for 2 years. No, what we get to learn is that networking is important, and you need to network. Right, I do discuss the ways you can get cases. I have done videos wherein I've told you that how you can get cases, how can you be a part of the community, how can you, your LinkedIn presence online makes a difference. So yeah, all those things are important, because that focuses on networking. Expert in different fields of law and different courts. He enrolled as an advocate on February 10, 1983. He has practiced in High Court of Andhra Pradesh, Central and Andhra Pradesh Administrative Tribunals. Now, what we get to know, he was not only practicing in the High Court, he was also practicing in the tribunals, right? That is what I tell you always. That no doubt, people are going to tell you, oh, you are expert in which law? I mean, that's what the general public wants to know, but ignore those things, because even in the beginning years, people used to come and ask me, "You are an expert in which law?" I used to say, "I'm expert in every law. Bring on anything. I'll read it and be an expert in it." So, yeah, there are people who are expert in one single law. But during the pandemic, that is this coronavirus situation, I've learned one thing, that it is good to be an expert in one law or to work in one court, but uh, during the pandemic, I've learned that it is the best if you can, practice in different fields of law, and if you can practice in different courts, because that way, if one door closes, if one tribunal or one court is shut down because of one reason or the other, or there are less number of cases coming in one tribunal or one court or one commission, you have the other coach to practice in, wherein you're already there, and eventually you can increase your presence in other courts, right? So your practice is not going to get hit. So that is what I think. This is my personal opinion. I I'm not saying that if you're an expert, if you are an expert in one particular law, that's not good. But I think if you have diversified practice, you are safe financially, and there cannot be a day when one judgment comes and it says, okay, these type of cases are going to be, given to this court or that court. Your practice is safe and you're financially safe. That is what I am telling, and that's what we get to learn from here also. He was working in tribunals as well as he was practicing in the high court, and eventually you get to go to the Supreme Court also when you become an expert in different laws. In the same case, some people would take you to the Supreme Court also, or when you are known in an area and people need a lawyer, they will trust you and they will take you to the Supreme Court, right? Expert in civil, criminal, constitutional, labor, service, election matters. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 to 10 fields that he's an expert in. So that is what is the need of the hour even today. Never say that, okay, I'm only going to take these type of cases, because in the pandemic we have learned that we need to have a diversified practice as lawyers, right? He also functioned as panel counsel for various government organization. Impanelment, I've done a detailed video wherein I've talked about the importance of impanelment, and how as a young lawyer from day one when you join the court, how you can start sowing the seeds of being impaneled with different companies, government organizations. So getting empanelments is also very important, because from there you should understand both for getting empaneled with private companies and government companies or organizations, corporations. It can be anything, because even they need good lawyers, because if a lawyer is a person who is going to research law, who's going to tell that, okay, you are not wrong, this is how you can get saved, and they also need good lawyers. And if you are a great lawyer, if you attain a level wherein you are above mediocrity, then at that top level, there are very less lawyers who are able to attain that. So you have to attain it. You can attain it, right? So even if you're getting empanelment for a very small, corporation or a government institute or anything, go for it. Go for it. Never, when it comes to empanelments, yes, I know that very small amount is paid in the beginning, but this is what is going to take you ahead. This is what is going to take you ahead, guys. He loves reading books. Guys, I have been telling you again and again and again that if you are a lawyer, it proves, and also you know how to form opinions about different situations or circumstances. So yeah, reading is a really good thing which you as an advocate should indulge in. And yeah, as a law student also you should read. So yeah, that's what we get to learn. That's it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe to the channel, and also you can follow us on Instagram. We do pretty amazing stuff out there. We're there by the name at I am Law Giri. Also register with us, join our forums on our website, that is www.lawgiri.com. We are doing pretty amazing and helpful stuff out there. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you super soon, probably next Sunday. Yeah.